So today I'm going to attempt 2 4-way switches, meaning I have a switch here, a switch here, and a switch over here. The problem is I need 2 switches here, 2 switches here, and 2 switches here. The reason why is I got 3 doors. Here's a door here. She may not be using this door, she said, but I still want to put it there. This way it's there. Because nobody's going to want to rip walls open again. And I need one here. And I need one over there when they come out of the garage. So I'm going to have 2 fans in the middle of the ceiling. One fan's going to be there. One fan's going to be there. Then I'm going to have 4 LEDs come down here. And then I'm going to have 4 LEDs come down here. So I need a 4-way circuit for the 2 fans, and I want to use a 4-way circuit for the 8 LEDs. I've done 3-way switches, which is 2 ways to control a light or a fan, but this is going to be 3-way, actually 4-way it's called. I don't know why. It's 3 switches, but for some reason they call it 4-way. Now technically I should probably put another one over by the back door, which is a 4th door, which would make it a 5-way switch. But there's already 3 switches here that control 3 lights outside. The 3 back lights. So where am I putting switches here? I'm not getting into all that. She doesn't want it anyway. So these 3 switches, let's turn them on. Control these outdoor lights. See, that one's lit, this one's lit, and the one way up there in the corner. So we're going to leave that alone. But I'm going to give her a 3-way switch or a 4-way. I confused myself. So before we gutted this, I believe there was a 4-way system in here where they had one over there. They had one over here, they had one over there, and then there was another light switch here, which I took out. Because man, it's right by the chimney, you know, right by the fireplace. We need a light switch there for. I still haven't figured out what it was for, but I disconnected it. It's gone. There was an outlet down here. See where it's all chipped? Took that out of there, found this. And this is some kind of old phone wires or intercom. So I'm not a licensed electrician, but we're going to see how this goes. I already ran my wires. I labeled them. I went off of this little chart here, which helps. But this is for 1 circuit, 4-way switch. I'm doing 2 circuits, 4-way switch. So apparently when you do that, the ends get 2 3-way switches. It's got 3 screws and a ground that will go on this end and over there in the beginning. Then in the middle, you need to switch with the 4 screws in the ground. And that'll go here. Actually 2 of them, because 2 circuits. I'm confusing myself, but let's see if we can handle it. All right, got the 8 LEDs in. Let's see if you can see them. LED light bulbs. There's 4 down here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on that side. And then I got the 2 fans. See if I can do this 4-way switch, 2 of them. 1 for the lights and 1 for the fans. Can't really explain it. I've never done it before. So I'm gonna cheat off of the sheet I got up hanging up here. Looks pretty straightforward. But we'll find out when I turn the breaker on if it goes boom or not. Alright. Tie up the two whites. Actually, I gotta tie up the four whites. So this is going to be a three-way switch, 3 screws. Plus a ground. Hey Ryan, you got the square right here. so this is the fan leg. This is going to the fan. So that goes to the black screw. Apparently you can put the red or the black on either side. But I'm gonna try to match it on the next switch the way that the chart says. For the fan. Now this one's for the light. So I need another 3-way switch. And here, 3 screws in the ground. So this should be the leg going to the lights. So the leg going to the lights goes to the black screw. same thing. I got the red on the right. I'm going to do the red on the right. So then I believe on the next switch, the red should go to the left. So I'll do that. Even though apparently you can do either one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them like this. I'm going to get them all wired up, make sure they work before I put them in, being that this is the first time I've done this. Just to make sure I don't blow anything up. Alright, those were the 2 3-way switches. Now I got to do 2 4-way switches. And then over there, 2 more 3-way switches. See if we can handle this. So the 4-way switches have 4 screws and a ground. Alright, let's use this one first. Alright. So this is the in. So the end's going to go on the top. First things first, let's tie all the whites. Now the 4 neutrals are connected. And we bury them in the back. Out of the way. right. Gonna need new strippers soon. These old Radio Shack ones are on their way out. Alright. So this is the fan in. Let's take care of the grounds first. Might as well do both sides. Alright. So the red's gonna go here this time. That's gonna be the end. Now I'm confused. Yes, that's the end. And the end is the top. Yeah, I tried to get a few electricians to come to this house. They all said no. So here I go doing it myself. Alright, so I'm gonna put the red on the left. Put the black on the right. Alright, so the out go on the bottom. Get this ground out of the way. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go red on the right, black on the left, and then I'll switch again. Oh, upside down, dum-dum. So this is the fan. Fan's done. On this one. Alright, this is in. This is out. So these are a little different. They're the plates. So I guess we're going to do that. Get Mr. Ground out of the way. Do the same thing. Red on the left, black on the right. Strip them a little long. Actually, now that I'm doing this doesn't even seem that bad. Yeah, do the same thing. That's the out. These should be the in. power side. We did the leg side, we did the travelers in the center. Now we got to go do the power side. Alright, so now I'm at the beginning. This is my line here. Instead of a leg going to the light, this side gets the line, gets the power. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie all the neutrals together. Got a good pair of Snap-on strippers, but I blew them up on a 220 line, so they're not good anymore. They were. I think I paid like $40 for them. Need to see a Snap-on truck, see if we'll take them back. Give me another pair, probably not. Probably have to buy a new pair. He'll say I blew them up, it's my fault. You know how it goes. Right. So now we got to connect all three grounds. Then I'm going to need to figure out how I'm going to do this. Cooking my brain right now. Can only fit one through the hole. I don't know. To do something like this. Should be fine. Because nothing's going to be sticking out anywhere to stab anything. One will go to one switch, one will go to the other. That should be fine. See what I did over here. Red on the right. So I'll do red on the left. Oh, actually. So they go to the top. So yeah, red on the right, same thing. So the square doesn't fit that. Alright, so red on the right, black on the left, and then this gets gets a live for both switches. Right. Alright, so I'll do the same thing. Black of the Traveler to the left, red to the right. Just got stabbed by something. What are you gonna do? Alright, so now all I need is 2 live. 2 live from this.
Yes. Oh, wow. That is nice and important. Oh, and then we can start that.
Get rid of that one. We're gonna change that power wire to power that one over here. But that box is no longer needed.
But that's, this is an outlet in this thing.
That's what I'm saying. We'll add an extra
Yeah.
here.
Because if it's open,
All right, so now I got my 2 lives.
yeah.
I heard you say, oh, wow, and it sounded like something that.
Look here, look at that, look at these new things he put in. This is the very complicated thing. Put all the things over here, do things over there. So one of them is for the fan center, right? One is for the centralized fans and the other one is for the recessed, the 8th recessed, where all the balls are, not the two that were here before, but these, that's where the recessed, that's what we do.
Quite a room.
It's gonna be a very nice room, it'll be like, much work in it.
All you have to do is put a nice carpet in there.
No, yeah, right. And we're going to make this flat adjacent to the solar.
I have used it.
I know you have, but I don't wanna have it. Since we have this open now, I don't want to be doing things that never be that much of a step up. And I want it to be usable if you get worse. We'll have to use an electric chair, for example. And you're gonna, and it will be much more useful.
You
And
have your permission to get worse.
have you got any permission to do that?
I have your permission to get worse.
Well, I thought if you didn't.
All right, I'm gonna tape these up just so nobody gets hurt before I test it.
And you forgot the, I didn't know.
I don't want to be lazy and have somebody get whacked. It's not worth it.
It's almost ready to turn the whole on now. Just-
What?
It'll be bright in here, but it'll be way brighter when there isn't a light.
Well, it's either going to light it up and be bright in here, or it's going to blow something up. One or the other. Sometimes we blow stuff up. I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. I just want to tape them up first, Ryan, and then I'll have you turn the power on, and we'll see what happens.
My what? No, not now. No, not now. Not anytime soon, no. Not until after we finish.
So Ryan,
Yeah.
it's the breaker on the right bottom, not the left. Leave the one to the left alone, all right?
Yeah, that powers that box over there.
Yeah, because I got to rewire that outlet. I had to disconnect it because it was connected with the switch and all. Remember, don't turn on the one to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just, it's a good thing you're not bilingual. I discovered years later, when I was in college and taking a course in linguistics, that if you're totally bilingual, but particularly in a situation where you have to speak to one or the other as opposed to everybody to speak both, you confuse left and right. You tend to do the opposite thing, then it's very common to do so. Well, I did that when I was 16 and I took my driver's license exam, and the guy said go left and I went right. Down the hill, and he says, well, if you want to make the difficult drive.
I gotta try this. All right. This one here, family room, lights and outlet.
But yeah,
Well, looks like something's on now.
But it turns out.
Wow.
Is that a camera you've got in?
Yes, it is. Let's see. Yep, there's the fans. All right, so technically all these switches should work. Let's turn this one off. All right, so that's the fans on,
Yeah.
fans off, fans on. Let me go over here. All the fans are on the left, Maria.
Okay.
Fans on, fans off, fans on, fans off. Fans on, fans off. All right, so now we do the 8 that are going to be the LEDs. Wow, it's bright.
Are these the same
And those are-
intensity as we're going to get?
No, I don't know. I think you could change them.
Oh, okay. But I mean, these are do these go in?
Oh, these switches light up too. See them? They're light up switches.
Yeah, well,
I didn't know that when I was buying them.
oh well.
So yeah, it's going to be nice and bright in here now. Wow, now we can see, Ryan. Now you can see what's going on.
Get a suntan.
It's a bit different.
That's good though. I can see what's actually going on. So yeah, I definitely prayed to St. Joseph before I attempted these switches. Thought it was going to be a nightmare. It turned out great. Kid put the plates on just temporary so nobody gets hurt.
Anyway, when I all finished putting all that things in, I'm gonna give you a receipt for
I got you, Rhea.
It's much better not to have to.
That's it.